Hi everybody, I wanted to take just a minute to record a short video that's going to kind of orient you to our Blackboard course. Of course, this is English 2311 Technical Writing. So once I log into Blackboard, from the list here, I'm going to click on our Technical Writing course. And it's pretty straightforward. You have the course homepage here where you'll be able to see announcements and the report card. Now, this report card is going to be a list of the current averages for any of your courses that use Blackboard, not just this course. So all of your courses will be listed here. And then you have an area over here for messages, and these will be the messages that I send you through the course. Over here, we have a link to the syllabus and calendar. This is probably your next stop after you're done watching this video. We have the Getting Started document here. We have the syllabus here. You'll want to take a really close look at that. The course calendar is listed here. You'll click this link to register for text alerts, and then once you've reviewed all of this information, you'll take the syllabus quiz. And you have to pass the syllabus quiz with 100 in order to gain access to the other modules. You can see here, if you look at the calendar, what is due on each day this semester, and my screen is really small. That helps a little bit. If you're not able to see all of the content here in this monthly view, I would switch over to Agenda. And Agenda is going to show you for each day for the rest of the semester, kind of in a list view. So that might work better for you. But you'll want to keep a super close eye on the calendar there. Back to our course menu, I'm going to click on Course Modules. Now, the Course Welcome and Introduction module is the same thing as syllabus and calendar. It's just a couple of different ways to get to it. And then you have a link to the plagiarism folder. In addition to taking the syllabus quiz here and passing it with 100, before you're able to access Module 1, you also have to take the plagiarism quiz. So you'll click there on plagiarism information. You'll watch the couple of videos, take the plagiarism quiz, and once you score 100, then you will have access to Module 1. And it'll pop up on your list down here. The dates are here as well. I'm going to click on Module 1. We have an overview there. We have, and this just kind of tells you, this just kind of tells you what you're going to be working on this particular module. Down here we have the exam. You'll have 50 minutes to answer 50 questions. You know, there's some instructions there. You want to be sure that as you take these exams, you've read the content of the textbook. There aren't any lectures per se, and since we're in an online course, you know, reading the lectures is going to be reading the textbook is going to be really, really important. Everyone's always shocked after the first exam about how detailed it was and how they weren't able to look up the answers in the textbook as they took the test. So you need to be familiar with the content before you take the test, just like you would be in a face-to-face class. The first discussion assignment is here. We'll open this folder. You have instructions here. You have the grading checklist second, and then you'll have access to one of these groups. You won't have access to all of them. So whatever group shows up in your list, then that's the one that you'll post to. And if we look at the discussion instructions really quickly, you want to look at them carefully. You'll see that there are several things you need to answer. Okay, you'll actually choose one of the questions and follow the instructions there. And so you'll want to keep a close eye on due dates for that. Back to Module 1, we have our TCAP, which stands for Technical Communication Application Project. You'll read the instructions here. The grading checklist is here. This is where you're going to submit your rough draft and your peer review. And once you've submitted that and the time period for peer review has ended, you'll have access to this final submission and you'll turn in your final project. In addition to the course modules, which is again where kind of the bulk of our course is going to take place, you have access to course email here. I ask that you use this course email within our course and not, let me go back out to my Blackboard here. not this course email. All right, this is going to send to my SBC email address, and I promise if you send it there, it's going to get lost in the enormous amount of email I get from people who are not my students. So you don't want to use this send email. Instead, you want to go in to the course and use course email here. If you want to email me, you'll click create message. You'll find me on the list and move me over. Then you'll type a subject and a message, and you'll hit submit, and it'll send it to me. Also in course email, this is where you're going to come to check to see if I've emailed you. And since this is an online course, it's going to be really important that you check your email often. Also want to be aware of the announcements area here. Updated information about the course will be listed here. You can see I already have some posted, and then the grade book right here, which will eventually have a list of all of your grades. So I hope this helps orient you just a little bit. As always, if you have any questions about how the course works or where something is, be sure to let me know. I'm super happy to help, and I am really excited to be working with you this semester.